Hello. How are we all doing? Does everything look okay, first of all? It's been a little bit of a busy day again. I have found that doing these streams on a Friday during the day can be a little bit difficult to kind of fit in around everything that I've got going on. But everything is working. And look, we've got a cat cam. Cat cam. No, that way. We've got a cat cam live. As you can see, there is no cat in said cat cam. So as soon as we get kind of started, I am going to shake some Dreamies that I have, which are a bag of Dreamies. Usually works to get Stanley to come out. So I will shake those for him and see if I can get him to come and settle in his bed. He probably will do. We've had some people in the house this afternoon, so he usually hides when we have anybody in the house. But he usually then comes out, so I would have thought he would come out and get in his bed, but we will see. I have also got the cat cam a little bit bigger than I would usually have on screen because I am going to be doing some freelance work today, so obviously I can't share any of that with you for privacy reasons, so I've got that covering most of my screen. But how are we doing? Oh, my hair looks very shiny today. Oh, look at that. Oh, and it is a bit, I won't say curly, it's kind of kinky today, because we went to the gym last night. We swapped gyms, we've gone to a new gym, and the new gym, the shower situation just isn't the same as our old one. So our old gym had like amazing showers, and so after the gym I would shower there, do my hair, have an everything shower and then kind of come home and I would dry my hair there, and I'd come home and just get straight to bed. Whereas now with the new gym, we're doing the opposite, kind of going to the gym, coming straight home and showering and getting ready at home. So I dried my hair and then popped it in plaits, like a French plait overnight, and it's gone a bit kinky curly-ish. So it's quite nice. Quite nice. Looks nice for the stream. I don't know if we've got people watching just yet. I don't think so. I've got the stream up just on this screen as well at the moment, just to make sure that I can see what we're doing. But I don't believe there's anybody else here yet, which is absolutely fine. It's a bit of a different live stream today. So I am really, really enjoying live streaming, and I definitely want to continue with it. I need to find a good rhythm. I need to find a good rhythm and routine. And, slightly itchy nose. I need to find a good rhythm and routine, but I also want to have some kind of degree of reliability, regularity, so that you know when it's going to happen and you can come and join in. I can actually take these out for a minute just while we're chatting. So I've been thinking about it, and in a perfect world, obviously Sunday afternoon 1 till 3 o'clock every single week I would be able to do, but it does slightly restrict kind of social events and social flexibility. And so I was like, well, maybe I could do it on a Friday instead. This is the second one on a Friday, and I have to say I don't think it's quite right for me personally. So I then did some polls on Instagram and on YouTube to say to people like kind of what would you like, because obviously this is a community. I'm wanting to build the community of all of us together, and I want it to be very much be a space that is useful for you guys as well. And so I can't just set it up just on my own schedule, because then it might not be beneficial for you. So I asked a lot of questions about like when time, got in touch with a few of you like directly on direct message and said, what do you think? And the results were varied. Which isn't always helpful, but it was definitely helpful to chat to you all about it. So that was really, really good. I think I've come up with a couple of ideas. So the first idea is that I'm actually going to create a page on my website, which will be a stream schedule page. My website is charlottefinessewriter.co.uk, and on that I'm going to have a page that is kind of YouTube promotions, and then on that there will be stream schedule. Now I haven't done that yet, but I am going to set that up so that basically if you want to know when I'm going to be streaming coming up, that will be on that page. You can go and have a look. Twitch does this, so if you stream onto Twitch, they have a schedule like facility built into your kind of Twitch profile page. Obviously YouTube doesn't allow you to do anything like that at the moment, so I mean I could like schedule all of the live streams in so you could see them on YouTube. But I think I'd rather do it on like a nice layout on my website. So that'll be like where you can find out about when I'm going to be streaming, etc. And that will mean that I also want to set up a regular streaming schedule. So it's going to be like every week it'll be on the same day, or it'll be like maybe one week it'll be this day, next week it'll be that day. But then I'm obviously going to have some times where I won't be able to stream at all, like if I go on holiday or just if I'm ill. You know, there are some instances, mind you, you can't plan when you're ill. I'm thinking about instances when I would actually plan not to be here. So you'll be able to see when there's some gaps then in the schedule, and you'll be able to know about them in advance, because one thing I don't want to do is leave it until like the Saturday or the day before and be like, oh, sorry, can't stream tomorrow, and you might have already kind of planned to come and attend it. So yeah, I'm hoping that that will work by doing it that way. So I've got cat hair on my face now. Oh, the slight downfall of having a very fine haired cat. I know my mum, bless her, really struggles because she has not hay fever. She has an allergy. She's allergic to cats, is my mum, and so she struggles a little bit because the fluff is so fluffy sometimes. So yes, that is the plan: is to set up a stream schedule. God, I don't know why that's so difficult in my accent. A stream schedule on my website. And then I might also do like a series of stories and then save it into like a story highlight on my Instagram. Still haven't found that hair. It's like, is it attached to the bottom of my glasses? Sometimes they get attached to the bottom of my glasses and then tickle my nose. Lovely. So you're like, great, thanks, Charlotte. So yeah, that's the plan. So I am thinking that the overarching feedback that I got was that regularity is best. So you're wanting something every week or a very, very push every fortnight. So I think we might do... Oh, I was just about to say we'll do every week. Do you know what? I'm really, really struggling at the moment with feeling a lot of guilt around promising things or committing to things and then not being able to live up to it or not being able to keep consistent with it. But the thing is, I really think this will be helpful for me as well. So let's do weekly. Let's do weekly, but there may be some weeks when I decide to have a break for either holiday, just having a little break for myself, or that kind of thing. So I think it would be really good to do like alternate periods. So I think somebody actually suggested a weekday night, and I think a weekday night might actually be really good because it will mean that it's kind of a time when I'm generally just sat around, I won't say not doing anything, but relaxing at home. So doing it on an evening would mean that I could make that evening time productive. I'd have to see how it all goes with the camera and stuff, because you may not know, but I live stream on my phone. This is my mobile. And then the cat cam is just like a standard webcam. So I don't know how they will react to like darker lighting on an evening. I mean, I do have overhead lights that I can use if I need to, but hopefully we could get away with just kind of like a lot of lamps around here. Make it like a nice cosy evening stream where we're writing, being creative, having a chat. So I'm thinking that might be it. It might be an evening stream every week with the odd week off, but I will give you plenty of notice when I'm going to be off. I hope that feels good. I hope that feels like a good kind of resolution for it. I would like to do a weekend one every now and again, but I think I might just hold off that for a moment. I think consistency and regularity is going to be the best thing for everybody at the moment. So that's what I'm going to do. So sorry, that's been quite a long intro for my live streams. Normally we don't really talk this much, but I think I am still here on my bill. I'm still here on my own at the moment, which is fine. Like I said, these videos become videos on demand, so even after I've finished streaming them, they then go onto my channel and people can watch them later. So if you're watching later, hello. Thank you very much for kind of catching up later on. And like I say, once we get into the regularity, once we know it's every week at the same time, then I'm hoping that, you know, we can build up this kind of like regularity. People know to come and we'll build up the community. So I'm very aware that I am here on my own because of my own making at the moment. But hopefully people will come and join us as we go. I'm just realising that the cat cam is sticking out a little bit. Can I just adjust that? There we go. I just don't like it sticking out behind the frame, but there we go. That's all good. Right, so I might just get on with the first bit of work. So it's 1:20 now. I might do 25 minutes. I might go until 1:45. Although my music is set up 20 minutes in it. Let's do 20 minutes. And then I'll come back after the 20-minute timer. So let's see if this works, because I haven't tested the 20-minute session bit up until now. So let's see if we can get it to work. There we go. That was the first writing session done. Sorry, just muting myself on YouTube. Writing session / working session. As I've said before, I'm doing some freelance work today, so that was actually quite productive. It was quite a productive session. So I've got I'm working with a client, and there's a few little bits and pieces that I need to do. Needed to make a graphic, needed to upload it to their website, needed to send a couple of emails. So I was just doing a few little bits and pieces like that. But let me know in the comments, or let me know what you've been up to, what you've been working on. The way these work, if anybody's just joining or watching this and is like, I'm not quite sure of the format, is we do 20-minute working sessions and then have a little kind of like 5-10 minute catch up in between. I really need to get on with some writing actually. I might even have to do some tonight because I've got my in-laws coming to stay with me tomorrow. That's Tom's mum and dad, and Tom's mum is like my prime target audience for my novel. Me and her have got really similar reading styles. We've got very similar reading tastes. We both really like historical fiction, and we like kind of the same type of historical fiction as well. So she's like my prime audience, and I gave her the first, I think it was about, oh gosh, sorry. Oh, I can tell it's a Friday. Normally when it's a Sunday, I have rested, and I am well rested on a Sunday. Friday I'm just like a little bit haggard. I gave her the first 1,000 words of the novel when they came to stay at Christmas, and she was like, this is great, I want to read more. So she's already asked me. We were Zooming, because they live abroad, they live in Portugal. We were Zooming last week, and she was like, are you going to have any more of the novel ready for me? Which is great, exactly what I need. I need that kind of pressure. I need her to be like, you know, we actually agreed. She was like, I'm going to need like a chapter or a couple of chapters every month. And I was like, I've got you. So I have written more that she's not seen yet. So one thing that I want to do tonight is I just want to read through it. I want to edit it. And have that kind of ready for her so that she can start reviewing it when they arrive. Well, she's not going to obviously start it tomorrow. I think they arrive late in the evening as well. So, but like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all next week, she will be able to review that and let me know what she thinks. So, yeah, that's exciting. But I've not been working on that today. I've been doing freelancing. Stanley has not come down. He's not responded to the call of the dream is. I will try again. I'm not going to do it while I'm on this chatty bit of the live stream because I have to call him, and I do not need the sound of that being left on the internet forever. And it just might be a bit loud with the microphone and everything, so I'm not going to do that on camera. But well, it'll be on camera, you'll be able to see it, but I'm not going to do it with the volume on. I'll do it when we get into the next writing session, which I think I'll probably start at 1:45, give it another minute, and then at 1:45 I will get onto it again, and then I'll probably do until 2:05, and then that'll be 20 minutes, and then I can have like a little 10-minute break, and I might have a comfort break at that point. Usually have a little comfort break in the middle, just because 2 hours is a long time. So yeah, I think that'd be quite nice. I don't really have anything else to say at the moment. It's a bit hard when I'm here on my own. Well, it's not hard. I can chat. I can talk. I don't have any problem with talking, but I like to talk to people. But it's fine. We can make this work. I was going to say something then, and then my mind went blank. Next week, I'm not sure, because I've not got the stream schedule up and running yet, and because I haven't really finalised exactly when I'm going to do the next one. I might not do a stream next week, just because, like I said, I've got my in-laws here, and I'm reducing the number of hours that I'm working so that I can spend more time with them. So it's a little bit like having a week off for a holiday next week, even though obviously I'm not going on holiday, I'm just going to be here at home. So I might not do a stream next week, and then I will start from the week after. By that point, we'll have the stream schedule up and running. I will have finalised an evening and a time. I think it's probably going to end up being like 7 till 9. Something like that. Give people a chance to get home, deal with children if they need to, get some dinner, and then 7 till 9 feels like a good time. So I'll probably do that. It will, in all likelihood, probably be a Tuesday or a Thursday, I would think, but I'm not entirely sure at the moment. I need to just have a look at everything, speak to Tom, because obviously Tom is my husband, if you don't know. I am married. I share a home with him and a life. So if it's going to be a weekly commitment, I want it to be something that he feels comfortable with. You know, we can go to the gym around it, we can do our evenings together, and he's happy with it. So I'll talk to him about it as well. Right, let's get into the next session. We will do another 20 minutes. So whatever you're working on, writing, crafting, working, freelance, whatever it is, we do 20 minutes focused work now with some nice peaceful background music. And then we'll have another chat at 2:05. We'll have kind of like a 10-minute catch up, see what you've been working on then. Deary me. Right. That's our next 20-minute session done. Oh, that was good. That was good. I put quite a few messages in the chat, just kind of catching up on some of the things that were discussed early on in the stream. The things that I was saying about like streaming schedule and putting it on my website and this, that and the other. I wanted to put that up into the chat so that I think as people watch it as a video on demand, it should still come up in the chat replay as well. So yeah, I did that, and then I did some work stuff. Let me just get rid of that because I've just realised that there's a little bit of it visible. Yeah, pretty good. Not really much to say. I've just been kind of getting on with my freelance work. So a lot of the freelance stuff that I'm doing at the moment is mostly working on live entertainment promotions. So aside from my YouTube channel, my content creation, and writing both fiction and non-fiction books, my kind of quote-unquote day job is marketing. And I do market for live events primarily. But I have other clients as well. But mostly it's live events and touring theatre shows. So different shows that go across the country to all sorts of different theatres in different towns and cities. I will help that production to market each individual date. So I speak to venues, I book in marketing, I sort advertising out, I deal with Meta, I do Meta adverts, I do website updates, I do email newsletters, pretty much anything you can think of for small scale marketing, I do. And when I say small scale, I mean like obviously I'm not working with international brands or national brands, and this isn't like, you know, Six the Musical travelling around the country. These are kind of smaller productions. I do tribute shows, I do talk shows, talking head shows I think are what they call them. What else do I do? Like live music, so like individual artists kind of who are like themed nights, so like 50s 60s nights, you know, where it's not like necessarily, it's not a tribute to a single artist, it's kind of like a whole thing. I do those, lots of different things. Can't name any names for privacy reasons, but I do work on a number of different shows. So it's really exciting. I love the work because it's very meticulous, it's very methodical. It's quite admin based, even though it's a marketing role. It's more admin than you would think. So like contacting venues, speaking to venues, booking things in, like mapping everything. So I have like loads of spreadsheets. I'm a massive spreadsheet nerd. So like mapping everything along spreadsheets and that kind of thing. So it really feeds in to the creativity. So I'm like, I can do different creative things, but also it really helps with just like admin and organisation. I think it's where some of my skills lie with marketing, is kind of being very analytical and very organised with it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. For those who might be interested, that's the kind of marketing work that I'm doing. Don't really talk about it on my channel because my channel's more writing books, creative stuff, but that's kind of the day job. That is what I do. So yeah, I've just been doing a bit of that. It's now 2:10. I think I might just put the stream on Be Right Back, and I'm going to go and have a comfort break. I suggest you have a comfort break as well. Stand up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, get yourself a new drink or some snacks, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. And I want to change over the music for the final two kind of focus work sessions because I'd really like to do the fantasy mix next. So let's do that. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Right. I'm back. Cat's still not here. I'm sorry. Maybe we should put something else. What have I got? I've got a pig. I'm going to put my little pig in the live stream instead. There you go. Have a pink pig. The annoying thing is that now I've put the pig there, Stanley probably will turn up, but at least if he does turn up, then we can replace the pig with a cat. That's going to make people go, oh, why is there a pig there? I thought it was cat cam. Yeah, had a little stretch. Went to the bathroom. It's always really important. I always feel a little bit guilty having like a comfort break in the middle of a 2-hour stream, because I'm like, it's only 2 hours, can't you just cope with it? But it's really important, isn't it, for our own physical health, just have a break and stand up and walk around a bit. So that was good, a little 5-minute break. So if we do another 20-minute session now, it'll take us until 25 to 3, and then we could have 5 minutes, then we could do the final 20 minutes, couldn't we? So let's do that. It'll start playing the piano music. I'm going to stop that and I'm going to upload the fantasy music, and then let's start with the fantasy playlist and go for 20 minutes. Okay. Right. I think I've done it. think with this fantasy playlist that I've got, it's not quite exactly 20 minutes, so I need to alter that. I need to adjust it and edit it down, basically, so that it is exactly 20 minutes, so that we know that when it goes to the quiet section, that's the 20 minutes up. But we did another 20 minutes of work. Again, I was mainly chatting with Goth in the chat, but I was doing bits of work as well, sending a few more emails and things like that. I also tried to entice Stanley down again. He's just not interested. And I think sometimes he gets a little bit worried when I'm trying to like entice him down downstairs with Dreamies. I think he gets a little bit worried that I'm like going to put him in his cat carrier and maybe take him to the vets or take him to the cattery. So he gets a little bit overly nervous, and so I think that's why he's not coming down as well. So hopefully he will be here next time. I think if it's an evening stream, he will most likely be in the bed with me. He will most likely be in the bed on the desk, and he will stay with me, is what I was trying to say. I think it's more just, like I say, because we've had people in the house today. It's not really a usual streaming time that he didn't want to come. Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh, it is so close to being the end of the day on Friday. It's one of those things, isn't it? As you get to the end of the day, it's like your body starts to be like, and relax, it's the weekend. But it is not the weekend yet. I've got a very exciting weekend ahead, though. I'm going fabric shopping tomorrow with my mum and my sister Melissa. They both asked me what I wanted to do for my birthday. My birthday was the 28th of February, and I said I'd really, really love to go to a local fabric store that we've got in West Yorkshire, and it's somewhere that we used to go to many, many years ago. So my sister used to dance as a hobby, kind of, after school and on weekends and stuff, from being, she was about 3 until she was about maybe 13, something like that. So for about 10 years. She was very, very good. We've got lots of amazing videos of her dancing. And so a lot of my childhood was spent going to competitions, going to dancing competitions and things with her. And she had lots of costumes made for these competitions, and so we would go to this particular fabric store and we would choose fabrics. I say we, my mum primarily, with the dressmaker. They would choose fabrics, and obviously you may not know, I'm now getting into kind of making my own clothes. I've learned how to use my own sewing machine, and I'm in the process of making a skirt. I might actually be able to finish a little bit of that tonight, although I need to work on the book tonight, so maybe I'll do that, a bit of sewing, maybe on Sunday or something like that. But yeah, I'm getting into making my own clothes, and the reason for that is that basically, being both plus size and short, clothes are just not designed for my body shape. It's really, really hard to find different things that are made for my body shape, and in order to feel confident in clothes, you need to be able to fit into your clothes nicely, and I don't fit into a lot of clothes nicely. So I'm starting to make my own things so that I can experiment with patterns, experiment with shapes, and kind of try and make things that fit me. So because I want to do that, I need fabrics. And so when Mum and Melissa said, what do you want to do? I was like, shall we go to Bombay stores and go to like where we used to go back in the day, and I can go and buy some fabrics for my dressmaking? And bless them, they were both like, yeah, if that's what you want to do, we'll go with you. So I'm so excited because tomorrow I'm going to go and buy some fabrics. I've got some money that I got for my birthday as well, and I'm going to spend that there and get some stuff. So that's exciting. And then Tom's mum and dad arrive Saturday evening for the week, so we'll probably have dinner together on Saturday evening. And then I don't know what our plans are, all of us together on Sunday. I think we're having a roast chicken dinner, Sunday roast, and maybe start some of the decorating. I don't know, but what's everybody else doing over the weekend? Or if you watch this on demand later, what things are you looking forward to at the moment? What are you excited for? Yeah, right. Gosh, it's 22 already. Should we go into our last focused 20-minute session, and then we'll come back on at 3 o'clock and have a last 5-minute wrap up before the end of the live stream. So yeah, whatever you're doing, whatever you're focusing on, get yourself a drink, make sure you're well hydrated, and let's do 20 minutes of focused work on a Friday afternoon. We can tie up all our little projects and feel like we're ending the week super productively. So let's do it. I'm going to go back into the fantasy playlist, I think, for the last session. Oh dear. Didn't even notice that the music had finished. I was working on something, and so I'd had to mute the live stream, which usually I'm listening to the live stream music in the background, and so I can hear when the music's going. And then I've kind of got one eye on the timer as well. There's an awful lot of stuff to do when you're live streaming. There's an awful lot of multitasking that you have to do. Clearly I wasn't very good at multitasking there. I was listening to an Elvis impersonator. If you want to know, and kind of looking at footage of, basically I promote an Elvis tribute act, and yeah, I was looking at stuff like that. So yeah, I completely missed. Yes, exactly, lots of plates in the air, lots of things to manage all at once. But never mind. You got to hear the end of the playlist, which was nice. And we've run over by 5 minutes or so, but I think that's absolutely fine. Yeah, how has everybody got on? How has your afternoon been? I'm going to move. I do apologise if my chair makes an inappropriate noise now. I promise you that was not me. The chair that I have, it has, it's like a bucket chair, and the arms on the side, they are coming loose from the base, and so they're wooden pieces, and they pull along, I think it's like, obviously a screw, and the wood is like vibrating against the screw. Sounds very much like somebody passing wind, but I promise it wasn't me. I promise I didn't. But I did need to readjust because my back was hurting. Oh, that was good actually. I think I do quite like kind of Pomodoro style working on a Friday, because I find that Friday afternoons can be such a slog to get through, especially if I'm like working on something and I don't know, it's not that I'm not passionate about it, it's not that I don't enjoy it, it's not that there's no shade against the work that I'm doing, but I just find Friday afternoons can be so slog-like. What I need to do really is make sure that like on a Friday afternoon I've just got like an admin task to do, something that's a bit more like data entry or checking things, because I feel like my creativity is not great on a Friday afternoon. But it's fine. I managed to do a few emails, sort a few different bits out for my client, and yeah, I mean, I'm going to be working till 5:30, so I've got another 2.5 hours of work to do, but it's been lovely to spend the afternoon with you, to be doing a live stream. And as I've said before, we're going to have next week off. I'm not going to be live streaming next week, and then the week after, which I believe is the week commencing the 16th of March, is when we will start with our new stream schedule. It's going to be a weeknight evening from 7 till 9 p.m, and I will announce which day it's going to be. Announce like it's some kind of competition. I will let you know which day it's going to be when I've kind of settled on it. Like I say, I'll pop it on social media, I'll do a post on the YouTube channel, and I'll also pop it up on my website, the stream schedule, so that we all know what's occurring and what's going on. I've managed to troll the IKEA website for a better option for our dining room sideboard, saving over 50%. That is not to be laughed at in today's economy. That's amazing. What kind of thing are you going for? Dining room sideboard. What is it that you're planning? Are you like you're going to do like an IKEA hack? Are you going to get like different components and put them together? Sideboards are expensive. Like I was looking for a sideboard for our kitchen a while back. We ended up getting an antique from a family friend in the end. But just like a brand new sideboard, I was like, why are they like £350? It's a table. So yeah, I was appalled at the price of them. Everything's expensive. So in our kitchen we've got like a sofa by the back door. It's the old sofa that we had in our old house, and I want to get rid of it, and I want to get a couple of like armchairs, like occasional armchairs, for several different reasons. One, they'll be more comfortable, and they'll take up less space. Like having a big sofa in that space I just think makes it look a bit cluttered. So I'd like a couple of armchairs, and also it means that at Christmas we can move one of the armchairs, put it elsewhere in the house, and then we can have our Christmas tree there. Really want to do that, especially this coming Christmas, December 26th, because we're going to be spending Christmas at home, our first Christmas in this house. But honestly, armchairs are so expensive. Like I was going on Facebook Marketplace. I was like, I'll just get a couple of second-hand ones for now and kind of see how I feel about the space, the colour scheme, etc. Because we are going to be painting our kitchen cupboards at some point. like over £100 for a second-hand armchair. I was just like, guys, where are like the £20 armchairs that we used to be able to get? Honestly. Just a very simple white double door and drawers, but two of. Nice. We're moving from an Edwardian cottage to a 1960s, much newer build. We're going from built-in storage to zero storage. Is that? Oh, I'm surprised to hear that a 1960s build has zero storage, to be honest, because I always think of it being like now, like proper like modern houses having no storage in them at all. That being said, Edwardian and Victorian houses knew how to they knew how to create storage. They really did. But yeah, honestly, getting furniture is such a potluck, I feel like. And I also feel like when you're first moving into a house, like getting stuff. Just get something cheap, it doesn't really matter, and get it in for now. Like, that's what we've done. Our dining room table was such a bargain. We got it for like 30 quid on Facebook Marketplace. Having me saying that we can't get anything cheap, I did manage to get a cheap dining table. I got a lovely farmhouse dining table and 4 chairs. No, 2 chairs. From a neighbour. Like, literally, it was like down the road from where we used to live. And I was like, look, we'll just get it for now. Because we used to have a really modern glass round dining table in our old house. And that suited that house really well. But in this house, I was like, it's a farmhouse style kitchen. It's like a country cottage kitchen. We need like a long dining table. And so I got one for, I think it's like 30, 40 quid off Facebook Marketplace. And it's still going strong 2 years after we got it. So I'm really happy with it. At some point, we'll probably have to buy a new one. But for now, it's doing really well. I did find a manufacturer, actually. I think it was like Sheffield or maybe Rotherham, maybe Derby, something like that, that make beautiful, like proper farmhouse kitchen tables. So I think we might invest in one of those at some point. But for now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with our dining table that we've got. And actually, what it does mean is that you're not precious about it. Like, people are like, oh, do I need a coaster? Do I need this, that, and the other? I'm like, nah. Do whatever you want, it's fine. Because you can just sand it down and like re-varnish it. So Facebook Marketplace and your local free cycle pages is your friend, but you do need to keep active on them to see what's coming up. Good chairs go quickly. Do you know what? I've never ever succeeded with free cycle. I've tried to keep on top of it, but I just can't. Nothing. I never seem to find anything on there. Ex-council from decades back, so nothing much beyond the kitchen in terms of cupboards. Right, interesting. Yeah, be well built though. From the 60s, it'll be really well built. I have to say, if we went for something a bit more modern, I would go for probably slightly earlier, like 30s, 40s, 50s. But yeah, probably into the 60s as well. Like proper like brick built homes. You can't beat it. So jealous. This is my first chance to have a family dining table to entertain around. So I'm investing in something I really love and coming back elsewhere. Absolutely. That's exactly what you've got to do. You've got to decide where you want to invest. So when we moved in here, we bought a brand new sofa. So it was obviously several £1,000s. And that's what we wanted, brand new. Whereas the dining table, we were like, don't really feel like we need brand new for that. Ironic, really, that we spend more time around the dining table than we have on the sofa. We're not going to go there. Stent housing will be here 3 years, so most needs to be mobile. Right, interesting. I mean, 3 years is still a long time to be in a house, though. Like, when we were in France, we were there for 18 months, and we were very much like, quite a lot of people said to us, oh, why are you taking stuff with you? Why are you taking, like, books and belongings and memories and trinkets and your Xbox and stuff? And I was like, because 18 months is a really long time to live somewhere without, like, your things around you. So totally get the whole need to be mobile. And at the same time, I think, 3 years is quite a long time, so you can embed in nicely as well. Tom Marsh, I think, is my dream table. But they're probs closer to you than me. We are going with a company called Ennis and Brown, who are local to us and very similar. Tom Marsh. Let me Google that. Is it Tom Marsh Tables? I'm going to put Tom Marsh Tables into Google. Sorry, I'm aware that we're going over in terms of time, but have a little natter for another few minutes before I finish. Ooh, bespoke handmade furniture. Oh, they're beautiful. Large oak dining tables. Oh, solid oak refectory table. Oh my gosh, they are beautiful. Yeah, I bet they're spenny though. But they are. £3,000 for a dining table. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's a lot of wood. There's a lot of wood and there's a lot of craftsmanship involved. I'm not saying that they're not worth it, but hey, I know, £3,000 for a dining table. Yeah. Stanley's here now. That's beautiful though. That is absolutely beautiful. Hold on, let me get rid of everything that I'm not supposed to have on. Not that I'm not supposed to have on my thing, but let me get rid of the cat cam and the cat overlay. Seeing as Stanley is not in it at all. So this is the table that I'm looking at. I mean, you can quite just see it on the live stream. Isn't that beautiful? Pedestal base oak refectory dining table. Scheduled to move in the next couple of months, but my hope is that by Christmas it will feel like home. Yeah, it will. It will. It takes some time. I mean, it took me probably about 18 months to settle into this house, but this house has had a lot of problems that we've had to fix. Tom she had a table made from wood from a Tudor door. Oh, stop it. Stop it, that's going to properly make me want one of those. I suspect it wasn't called the Ibiza pedestal dining table. Oh God, do you know what? This might have may have started a new obsession. Reclaimed extending elm table. Oh, these are beautiful. Yeah, I'd love one of those at some point. Tom Marsh, you want to sponsor me? Yeah, these are beautiful, aren't they? Period oak dining table with square tapering legs. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can't see it on the live stream. Look how big that dining table is. 19th century period dining table, 6 meters long. Wow. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Don't ever apologise for dragging me down a beautiful furniture rabbit hole. I will 100% always jump down that rabbit hole head first. It took everything in me not to sell a kidney and get it. I feel you. I feel you there. I mean, we've got a spare. Just saying. You alright? Yeah. Right, I think I will end it there before I go down a rabbit hole of wanting to buy dining tables. Thank you very much, Goth, for joining, and to everybody who's maybe lurked and watched in the background, or anybody who's going to watch this on demand later, thank you very much for watching and joining. If you could like the stream, that always helps with YouTube. Excuse me. No, don't scratch. Stop it. Stop it. Stop scratching. Get down. Get down. Thank you. It always helps to tell YouTube that this is something worthwhile, that they should push out a little bit more if you like the stream. So yeah, thank you very much. I've said everything that I feel like I need to say, but again, I'm not streaming next week, and I will let you know about upcoming live streams as soon as possible. And yeah, thank you very much for joining the stream, and I will leave it here. I still haven't done a end of stream thing, but I will do the be right back one again. I'll do it for next time, for when we start the stream next time. So thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend, and I will speak to you soon.